last class, we have learnt scientists' experiments and their findings. From that, we have proved that atom can be divided. In this class, now let us see an atom model proposed by J.J. Thomson, known as J.J. Thomson's atom model. To understand J.J. Thomson's atom model, first we have to know a discharge tube experiment. This is the diagram of a discharge tube. Now let us see how J.J. Thomson conducted experiment using discharge tube. And this is a discharge tube and it is made up of a glass. Inside this discharge tube, gases are filled. It may be any gas. Now let us see the experimental setup. So this is a discharge tube made of glass tube. Two ends of this discharge tube is connected with electrodes. This is negative electrode known as cathode and this is positive electrode known as anode. And these two electrodes are connected to a high voltage battery to apply voltage. And this glass bulb, it is connected to a vacuum pump. What is the purpose of this vacuum pump? To reduce the pressure inside this discharge tube. That means we can adjust the pressure inside the discharge tube using the vacuum pump. Okay. So what are the experimental setup? This is a glass tube and this glass tube is connected to two electrodes. One is cathode, it is known as negative electrode having negative charge. Other one is anode. It is having positive charge, so it is known as positive electrode, and these two are connected to a high voltage battery to give voltage, and this glass bulb is connected to a vacuum pump to adjust pressure inside the discharge tube. So when this pressure inside the discharge tube is very low, using this vacuum pump we are adjusting the pressure inside this discharge tube. If the pressure inside this discharge tube is very low, the gases present inside this discharge tube found to emit certain rays. You can see that rays are coming from negative electrode. It is shown by arrow. So these rays are called cathode rays because it is coming from cathode. And this cathode rays, it is having negative charge. It is emitted from this cathode. It is moving towards positive electrode or anode. We know that negative attracted towards positive. Since these rays are moving towards anode, we can say that these rays are having negative charge. And we can see that there is a fluorescent glow at the end of the tube. Okay, in this we can prove that gases at very low pressure emit certain rays, and these rays are having negative charge because these rays are moving towards positive electrodes. And J.J. Thomson called these rays as cathode rays. It is having negative charge and these rays are later named as electrons. So this is the discovery of electrons by J.J. Thomson's experiment. So what are the points of this J.J. Thomson's experiment? The first point, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron by experimenting with cathode ray tube. He proved that these cathode rays are negatively charged. We have seen that this negatively charged cathode rays move towards positive electrode. So it is confirmed it is negatively charged. The second point, cathode rays were made of much smaller particles than the atom and are parts of the atom, which means that if this circle represents an atom, this atom consists of negative charge. So this negatively charged particle is smaller than atom. Okay, so this is considered as a subatomic particle. That means this negative charged particle is considered as a subatomic particle. The next point is, it was proved that an atom can be divided, that we see, because this atom consists of negatively charged particles and these particles are named as electrons. Since atom consists of a small particle, which means that atom can be further divided. And the last point is, the negatively charged particles in an atom is called electrons. So the conclusion of J.J. Thomson experiment is he discovered a subatomic particle present in an atom, and that subatomic particle is called electron. So J.J. Thomson discovered electron using this discharge tube experiment. Based on this experiment, J.J. Thomson proposed an atom model. It is otherwise known as plum pudding. Based on this discharge tube, J.J. Thomson proposed an atom model known as J.J. Thomson's atom model. It is otherwise known as plum pudding model. In this model, atom is considered as positive sphere with negative electrons dispersed throughout. So, which means that atom is considered as a positive sphere. In that positive sphere, negatively charged electrons are scattered. This is the diagram of Thomson's atom model. We have learned Thomson's atom model considered atom as a positive sphere. This circle full represent a positive sphere. This circle is fully made up of positively charged particles, so it is considered as a positive sphere. In that positive sphere, negatively charged electrons are scattered. Negatively charged electrons are scattered in this positive sphere. So this model is otherwise known as plum pudding model.